We lost them.
How do you lose an entire species?
I don't know. Wait, we just failed so horribly that we lost insight to it? That's all that happened at the end of the 50 days?
I mean, if you lose an entire species, that's a pretty tame outcome, to be honest.
I mean, that's a fair point.
It also implies that we had some insight before, which I now very much question.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Monday, the best part of the week, because it's still our stream time. I'm cKnoor, and with me today, for the second time, it's...
Marcus, it's a me.
And for those that did not catch you the first time around, which I don't know why, what do you do on the Stellaris team?
I'm one of the game designers on the Stellaris team, specifically on the custodian team.
And, as you know, we've had Steven, we've had Iggy/Victor on. Do you feel like they've done a good job of telling me how to play this game properly?
Let's say they've tried their best.
Okay, yeah. So, well, wait. So, just to, have they tried the best and because I'm me and can't learn properly, they've failed? Or have they tried to the best of their ability? It's just that their ability is not good enough for me to understand what they're saying.
I think my manager is still getting feedback from the rest of the team on my behavior. So let me give you the answer next week, okay?
We'll unpause soon. But one of the things I want to check with you first is, looking at the current state of the game here, I can see we have some red numbers here, which is usually not necessarily great, but I also don't know how bad they are in this instance, right? So let's start with the food here. We're currently at a -12, and I think that's because we just got the shed up and running, partly. Like, we now have 4 colonies.
You're also the one that uses food for alloys.
Yes.
So I'd suggest we crank that up.
So building some more farms is what you're saying.
Like agrarian districts for the people.
Mm-hmm. And where would you like to place those? Because both on the park behind the hedge and the shed, I don't think have very many people on them.
Oh, that's just cruel and unusual.
Yeah, they're 3 pop and 2 pop.
No, I mean, that one, it has 5 mining districts, and it has a bonus to mining. That's just...
Mm-hmm. I know. Yep.
Who made this game?
I don't know. I can't believe it. The hedge is clearly our best planet at the moment. It's currently our bureaucratic center.
Yes.
Which recently popped up. And is this because basically, why did it become this?
That's because you built that administrative building, and the colony type. You can either set it manually if you want, or it just goes automatically on what you have on the planet currently.
Yeah.
Which it does more or less good. I apologize for the initial implementation of that feature. That was me.
And that kind of, does it do anything other than kind of like change the icon of the planet over here?
Yes, it gives you benefits.
Okay.
If you hover over it on the planet, you can see the bonuses you get.
Yeah, so because at some point, maybe we don't necessarily want the bureaucratic center on the hedge, but because it does give us bonuses, we do want a bureaucratic center.
Yes, in general, wherever you make, wherever you have the most bureaucrats, you would like that.
And what other ones of these are there that I should be like mindful of?
Pretty much every single resource has its own type. There should be a list if you click on yes, that one.
So, right. Okay. So we can, and do these kind of? Can I have all of the? Are these exclusive to like one planet, or can I be like everything here is a fortress world?
You can do that. Wouldn't suggest doing it, but you can.
Yeah.
We've never stood in the way of a bad decision in this game.
Finally, our last option is that we are now a bit above our empire sprawl.
What the hell even is that? All right, that's what I'm reworking.
And once again, we know how to solve that, right? We just need more.
Yes.
We need more bureaucrats, basically. And I think if we look at our pops here, we don't have any. So once we get people into this job, we should be able to get this in check.
Yes. And I mean, as you can see, if you hover over it, the drawbacks right now aren't that big. It's like,
no.
5% tech, yeah, okay.
So is there any way we can kind of influence our pops here to go?
Yes, if you click on it.
So this is basically does this mean, hang on. So I can have one.
Yes, you can prioritize which job needs to be filled at all costs.
And now we don't have a problem anymore. We're also getting less alloys, but who cares? It's not like we use alloys for literally everything that we care about.
It's not as important as bureaucracy.
Exactly. Bureaucracy, especially not in the hedge. Bureaucracy is all that matters. Let's unpause and see what's going on. I think both my construction ships here, I've sent them out. Oh. The crew we assigned to work at the odd factory at the park behind the hedge has disappeared. We can send a new workforce to take their place, or we can raise the facility to the ground, making sure that it will not happen again.
It's just a radish. We can always make more.
Yeah, but we're missing a pop.
But we can grow more. We can get more of those buildings.
Actually, it just removes the odd factory, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've lost a pop regardless.
Yeah, we can't get it back.
And you're saying just demolish it?
No, keep it.
Keep it.
Like, we can get more pops. We can't get another one of that building.
Exactly. I'm sure nothing bad will happen, because nothing bad ever happens when people go missing. Right now, it seems like the best bet is just expand, 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 right?
Yeah, that is a pretty good advice for most of Stellaris.
Yeah. Which means I want to go here and then probably grab this.
Yeah,
wait, but we don't want to. We do them one at a time, because otherwise it's going to cost extra.
Well, if you queue it, then it will adjust the price.
Okay,
if well, done.
Okay. In that case, let's just queue it as well.
If I remember it correctly, then you need to be able to afford it. But once the first one is done, it will adjust the price properly. You'll get a refund. Now,
we bought a trade hub here recently, because both of these guys had trade, and we're sending it back to the garden. But I think we have... How much should I care about the fact that I can put more things on here now?
It's probably a good idea to do that. Right? The more trade hubs you put on it, the further we can get a trade from.
Yeah, but if we know that there's like no... Because the way Victor explained it is like, if we get another one, our reach is one further, right? Yeah. But if we know that there's no trade like here or here, because if it's not collected, like it shows up, right? Here we have some trade value. So I guess we would be able to collect that, right? Because we can...
We'd have to own it, but then we can collect it. And not just that, once we get a building, which is the off-planet trade something, it's a tech, we don't have it yet. Yeah. Then we also get trade or energy per module that we have built. So there's actually a benefit to just having them.
So let's just grab the second one straight away then. And be happy with that. Also, I guess we can, while we're at it, we might as well upgrade our ships. Because apparently we can do that, and we have the alloys
upgraded
available to us. Very nice. Right. Hello, transport fleet. Yeah, good. You're on your way. Go. Get rid of them. It'll be great.
Then it blows up.
Let's see what happens. Oh, things are happening at the same time. Oh, we lost them.
How do you lose an entire species?
I don't know. Wait, we just failed so horribly that we lost insight to it? That's all that happened at the end of the 50 days?
I mean, if you lose an entire species, that's a pretty tame outcome, to be honest.
I mean, that's a fair point.
It also implies that we had some insight before, which I now very much question.
I mean, I think I mean, clearly we were up to 6. Okay, so... You are doing things.
That actually brings up the question, where do radishes have their brain?
It's a very... yeah, that does bring up a question. If only we had someone from, like, the Stellaris team that could give an educated guess.
I can ask them on the team Slack.
After slowly fighting their way deck by deck, our Marines have finally eradicated the last pockets of resistance. on the former flagship of the True Path. Few prisoners were taken, as most of the Stellaris cultists preferred to throw their lives away in the futile suicide attacks. Their cult leader was found on the vessel's bridge, killed by her own hand. At long last, it looks like the True Path has met its end. Our engineers have restored power to the ship's engine, and it has been pressed into service with our fleet as the dawn of creation. The vessel should be brought to a spaceport as soon as possible for more permanent repairs. Okay, so we got ourselves more ships.
It's a cruiser even.
Yeah, we got a big battleship. Let's go repair it.
Wait, what?
You go. Guess we could disband you, but
Oh, there's no point. Just set it to your planet.
Yeah.
Well, can you go to that ship again?
This one?
Yeah. I'm mixing up the symbols. It's a battleship?
Yep. That's what it says.
I obviously need more sleep.
The Epsilon aliens appear eager to establish communication with us. Why did they hide then? Having sent a large audio and visual transmission that appears to offer key to translating their language. Our experts are confident that we'll be able to use this to learn to communicate with them soon. Of course, we have to trust them that they have offered translations that are not misleading, and that we'll be able to reliably interpret information presented from a surely vastly different experiential context. Okay. Hooray! We know what they look like, and they're receptive. The difficulty went down. Why couldn't that have happened way sooner?
I still like the thought of them giving us a wrong translation just for...
Yeah, they're like, this is going to mess them up so bad, you guys. Let's just see what happens. Okay, we do have a construction ship. You want to go over here and grab that starbase. Well, not grab the starbase. You want to build a starbase there. You want to do it real quick.
Oh boy.
That's not good. Our deep space tracking arrays on the shed have made an alarming discovery. A large asteroid is heading towards the planet on a direct collision course. Should it impact the surface, the consequences would be disastrous. The asteroid must be destroyed before it's too late. Cool. Where are you? Or are you... Oh, it's not... Oh, there's the asteroid.
I really hope that is in range of the station. Because otherwise this will be over very quickly and very badly.
Let's see. Do we even have a chance to get these guys over there?
Yeah. Well, we have a chance if the station starts combat.
Okay. Actually, hang on. Where are you at? You're much closer to it. So you should be able... You do not get to heal up. You get to attack this ship, this thing.
Situation
sadly,
updated.
it's quite quick nowadays.
That's cheating!
So, here's the thing. If it enters combat, it's gonna slow down.
Okay. Okay.
But for that, it needs to be in weapon range of the station.
Ah.
And it's arriving from a very bad direction for that.
Yes, it is. New factions recently gained traction on the internal political landscape of how does this work? Led by Governor Yellow Shoot. They call themselves Association of Technocratic Reform. Okay.
Reform.
Let's see, where do we have them?
At the bottom of the...
Oh, yeah. You're right.
But radishes have behaved the same for millennia.
Exactly.
How would they change now?
Exactly. That's... What do you want? Science without border. I dislike these guys. I do. I'm not happy with them. In the meantime, oh, this is gonna go very
we must
poorly.
defend our spaceport.
I think.
Oh, yeah, it slowed down.
Technology researched.
They've done it.
All right, that's just the army. They don't care. We're gonna swing by. Oh, new research. Do we want some blue lasers or research station output?
Let's go with the lasers.
I mean, and then
food.
We are +8, so.
Yeah, but we need it for more allies. We need more ships to defend ourselves against these hostile asteroids.
Oh, this is a tense battle. Actually, I think we're fine now.
Yeah, I mean, I think I should make a note myself. Maybe the asteroid should shoot back.
Yeah, it should just chuck out some. Like as soon as you start shooting it, we should throw out some rocks.
No, there's a 50% chance that it's a littoid.
As per additional research stations have been constructed. Hooray! We did that.
Mandates.
The agreement we signed giving you access to our database has run its course. We'd like to extend it for another standard 10 years.
Yes, we should.
Yes, 100% we should do that. Because it's very good.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to talk with Steven about it and Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that asteroid should be a littoid battleship half the time.
I mean, it should. Yes. I mean, yes. You heard it here first. I like how I'm just playing it as a not remembering how this game works, and all your stuff is like, we should make this harder. We should make it. This is too easy. Our efforts in deciphering signals picked up from the Epsilon aliens have paid off, and we have finally made a breakthrough. With our mastery of their language may not be complete, we have managed to successfully open diplomatic channels with the civilization we now know to be the cooperative of the Usana Itkar. On screen!
An alien empire is reaching out to us.
Xenophile.
Hooray!
Pacifist.
Yay! Everyone's friends over here in this part of the galaxy, and they're protecting us from the scum in the other part of the galaxy. What a lovely roadblock.
Not just that, they're growing pops for us. Not that we would ever harvest that.
Of course not. Peace would be with you. Like, is there ever a reason as a pacifist to not be nice here?
Oh, since when did pacifists have to be nice?
I mean, that's my plan. Yeah, I mean, it's a fair point.
Yeah, we can be nice with them.
But yeah, actually, it does. So, like, I feel like this is like spy networks are not necessarily relevant this early because unless we're playing with advanced empires, right? They wouldn't have the tech to build them, or would they?
Oh no, we can immediately start spying.
Oh,
we
okay.
need nothing else but the belief that we can.
Okay, so this is the reason for being like aggressive here then, in the sense that if we think we need to spy on them, doing this would be like, heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can spy on them even with the first option.
I mean, we're still going to go with the first option because I'm a nice person. First alien encounter, this changes everything, sure.
Isn't it the third alien race we've met?
Well, it's the first one that's an actual alien race and not custodians or mining drones. So we do have them over here now.
Yes. So we should spy on them.
Anglagar diplomacy, I'm guessing?
Yes. And espionage at the very bottom. Left.
Oh. So I have no I've not played with this. What are the benefits and negatives around spy networks and stuff?
So the one easy thing is we've kept it relatively secluded. That means if you don't want to play with it, you don't have to. It's not going to break your empire. They can't break your empire through spying either. It is mostly for information and for very targeted operations that give you some upside in some specific situations. I said specific a lot in that. So if we just click on the exclamation mark and assign one of our envoys there as a spy master.
All right, so we do. Are these gonna? Is this an ongoing thing then? So this would be one of the reasons why you'd want to get more envoys,
exactly.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So I mean, Orange Pod was the one that established contact. So clearly,
he should now spy on them.
Yep.
He will now build up our intel on them
mm-hmm.
because right now we know very super little actually.
Yeah.
Like if you go back to diplomacy, you can see that we're actually hiding now a lot. Like we don't know what government they have, what civics, origins, fleet power. We know nothing.
Yeah. And this is, do we get that information from espionage, or can we get it just, by coexisting next to them?
Partly. You can get some through agreements. Like all the agreements can give you a little bit of intel and specific information about an area of the empire. Also the Jesus Christ, spy eye, giant mega structure, words, names, the sentry array.
Mm-hmm.
That will also give you a huge amount of intel on everyone. So there are ways without actually spamming them.
And Freak points out in Twitch
And
chat as well
yes.
that embassies really help.
So
now, is there any reason to not form a non-aggression pact here? Because we're not planning to take these by force.
That's completely it doesn't stop you from anything interesting.
So, this non-aggression pact, it gives their trust to a maximum of 50, and it gives us...
No, it will cost us.
Oh yeah, it'll cost... It's like nothing.
Well, you paid it for every single non-aggressor pact.
Yeah, exactly. But we only need it with the one that's on our border. It's the buffer.
Yes. Also, you should marvel at how much information we've packed into those tooltips nowadays.
I mean, yes. Honestly, I think part of the reason why I turn to you and ask questions straight away is because I'm used to old Stellaris, not necessarily new ones with tooltips that explain everything. Oh, stuff is happening. Goldship discovered an ancient cache of resources among the ruins on Thalassius 1. They are even now in the process of being shipped off to our central stores. Excellent. Oh, here's stuff. Now, this is still very similar to a lot of the other First Contact and those things, but this is different, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the clues.
So basically, these are the things that give us clues, which then helps us break through the difficulty. Is that how it works?
It's both the roll and the result, and that can give you clues, or it can succeed.
Oh, right. So this is the roll. We failed, but here we succeeded, and we got one clue, and then we failed again. And how big is this die? It's a D13.
And now we know why. Well, now actually, no, we make an RPG.
Yeah.
Supposedly, why we don't make RPGs.
Actually, hang on. We're rolling horribly here. Look at us. We were supposed to get clues from 6 and above, and we rolled 3, 6, 5, 2, 5. This is bad die.
Why is that normal? Has my whole life been a lie?
We should get better. You need to rest your dice properly so that they work the way we want them to.
I play Warhammer. I just use 50 of them.
See, I play Blood Bowl. I only need to roll 2, and then they're d6s. It's easy to count. Right. We are gonna grab all of the research stations over here because there's a lot of them, and then we'll keep rolling. I keep looking at my watch. But with that said, we can actually run a tiny bit past 5 if we want, because there's no console stream today.
Relaying transmission.
Things are happening. Ooh. Now.
I mean, they are our friends.
They are our friends. I think they're our friends. I don't think we mind that much, right? Also, I'm pretty sure these guys, because they've colonized tundra worlds, which we don't necessarily like.
I mean, that's super good then to get some of them.
Yeah.
They can go where our radishes cannot.
Yeah, we just like the park in the sun.
Also, we could put them in the factory.
the odd factory that our people don't like. So, you know what? Okay. Let's do it. They're friendly. They're cooperative. We've learned some things. They're pleasure seekers. Wow. Well, they're going to be so sad because we do not have a decadent lifestyle. They're efficient bureaucrats, though.
That's an interesting combo.
And then, now, how trustworthy are these at this point? Because I'm not surprised we were equivalent, considering we're quite similar types of empires. But can I trust these at this point?
Yes. If you don't have enough information, it shouldn't show up at all.
Okay.
Or it should just tell you that we can't really judge that.
So, on Espionage, by the way, we now have one thing, and I'm guessing why has this shown up? Oh, it's really hard though.
It's the easiest one.
Yeah, but it's difficulties hell clearly. Is this like, should we wait here a bit and just get more of our spy network up?
Yeah, the thing is, right, get information. It gives you a bit of intel for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and it can give you an intel cache. So that's information about a specific part
Mm-hmm.
of that empire.
Yeah.
That's random until you use an asset,
Mm-hmm.
which requires 30 intel, so we can't do that yet. So I'd say let's wait.
Yeah.
Let's get assets, which would also increase how much intel we can get.
Okay.
Because I think if you go into the tooltip again, for intel, the one to the left, we can go 50 as the maximum.
Yeah. Okay. So this is more a case, gather a bunch of spy network resources, then go for the operations.
Exactly. But because assets are really nice because they increase how much intel you can have by 5, each of them you get.
Yeah.
So you could go up to 90 if you have enough of them.
Yeah, so what would happen here then is that we get 30, we spend 30 to acquire an asset, and then we try and go through that difficulty of getting an asset.
Yes.
And
then we get a bad event, our spy master
Yeah.
gets killed, and the whole thing gets cancelled, and we do it again.
Yep.
And that's the circle of espionage, basically.
Excellent. There we go. We have our things. Before anything else, hello, the lawnmower. Would you like to upgrade your stuff? Yes, you would. Also, while we're at it, let's
Blue laser, it's the summer version of all of our ships.
let's get our let's get 2 more of these. Unfortunately, we are both out of food again, and we are out of time. So this fight will have to wait until next week when Steven's back. So thank you so much for forcing me to build robots and generally making I feel like life a tiny bit more miserable for the radishes.
They're radishes, they'll grow back.